Well, good morning, everybody. This is Danny and Wanda from Deep South Homestead. We're right here in the greenhouse this morning. We make our morning routines through the greenhouses, and this morning we're looking here and seeing that the onions. We have several different places we have onions. Just experimenting to see what part of these greenhouses do the best. The east side, the west side, the north side, the south side. You know, all this kind of stuff. We need to know this. So we got some right here on the. This would be the north. West side. They look like they're doing okay. They're coming along fairly well. The strawberries are on the northwest side. We got a couple of them that's trying to bloom right here. So looks like they may be ready to kick off here any day, because guys, I'm going to tell you, it's in the 20s here every morning. And it looks like we're going to be below freezing for the next week or two. And we've got a couple of peppers. I mean, it's not cold enough to kill these peppers, okay? They're staying in the low 40s in here, and we still got some Marconis here, and there's some way up at the top, up under over 8 foot up there. Like, reach them right up there. There's a few up there. We're going to let them turn yellow. And then we're going to, the fruit trees, my peach trees. We repotted 2 of them here. These are the dwarf, the Empress Peach from Grower Solutions. 1-year-old trees bore peaches. This will be the 2nd year, and it looks like they're trying to get ready to start welling up and budding out here. So we're hoping that we're getting the right number of chill hours here, because I mean, it's cold every day, all day. It don't get out of the 40s here, so I know that they're getting a lot of chill hours in the 40s. So that's working out pretty good. But as we come down, guys, this is one thing we've been waiting on here at Deep South Homestead. Look at this here. Wanda and I are to the point, we feel like that it's probably time to do this. We have waited and we have waited. We have kept it covered through all this cold, and it looks like we've got another whole week of nothing but cold weather coming. And rather than run the risk of losing it, it's far enough along now, I think that we're to the point we can take it. So we're going to see if we can't. Oh, look at that.
It just popped off.
Look
Good.
at that.
Look how pretty.
Ooh, that thing probably
Turn
weighs.
the top. Look how pretty.
Look at the top of that thing, y'all.
It's like a flower. Isn't that gorgeous?
This one.
We're going to have another Deep South top to
That
do.
thing, I mean, it came off so easy.
I smell it. You smell it?
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't that smell awesome?
Woo, the whole greenhouse, I can smell it starting to smell like pineapple.
That is awesome.
Oh, we're going to take this in the house where it's warm, and I got a feeling that it's probably going to ripen up real quick.
2 to 3 days, 4, we'll be ready to eat a pineapple. Oh, we're in love. Danny and I love our pineapples, don't we?
Love our pineapples. We're waiting on the broccolis to see if they're going to start putting on any little side shoots, and we're noticing that they are starting to put a few on here and there. Now, not as prolific as they would if it was hot weather, but see, here's a couple started like right here. They make these little shoots that pop out on them. We're going to give them a little time to get a little better organized, and we'll come back and see if we can't cut them off, and then we'll feed the rest of it to the chickens daily. And then the cabbages. A lot of people were asking about the cabbages. They're in containers. These are like mineral tubs, and they're doing fantastic in them. We got 2 per tub. I think we should just go with 1. I don't think we need to put 2 in them. I think
the second one's not forming.
The second one's just not doing as well.
It's going to be little, but not as well.
Yeah, they're not doing as good, but they're still pretty cabbages though, and we're just proving that it can be done.
In containers.
Yep.
And yes, Danny has not put the onions in the ground.
I have been working on the she shed, and my onions are still in their tray. I have got to get them out and get them in the ground. This peach tree here is a dwarf. It's the Red Haven. It looks, this tree's Cadillacing. I mean, this tree is, I planted it, it was about that size right there.
Like a switch.
Like a switch last year. And look at it now. It's already a beautiful tree, almost 1 inch in diameter.
Look at it.
It's going to probably bud out this year and do pretty good.
It's already trying.
Yeah, and then we've got the Deep South Homestead potatoes over here. Now, we're not going to dig any potatoes right now. We're going to leave them and just let them do what they're going to do till they completely die.
The cold up next to the wall has got some of them, but look how green.
It's on the north side, so it's kind of, and they're staying pretty wet. That's one thing that bothers us because they're staying pretty damp. Because
the ground, this is a ground, this was ground, and the ground outside feeds into it, so we don't even have to water it really while it's raining.
Yeah, the moisture off the side of the greenhouse runs down and keeps this bed wet. Now this is our pepper plants here. Now this is a California Wonder, and look at this. Still got bell peppers on it. Matter of fact, that one needs to come off.
There's one behind you down there. Look.
Where is there another one?
Yep, way under there.
Over here.
And I picked,
Look at that. Ain't that amazing? I mean, you wonder what day it is? This is the time of the morning. This is January the 12th on a Tuesday morning. Guys, who picks pineapples and bell peppers on January the 12th?
In South Mississippi.
In South Mississippi. I mean, who else does this besides us? I mean, there's probably somebody, I'm sure, but... and the pepper plants, look, we're in the 20s every morning, but this greenhouse is not heated. We do not heat this greenhouse at all. And it...
Still doing right now. Now these are taking its toll.
Yeah, now these are, but they're right by the door. See, the door has no covering on it.
But look.
Look at here. Oh, these got to come off.
You got to get them. And Wanda picked a whole bunch of them a couple of days ago. This is just after 2 days of picking.
Look at that. You know what? We're going to get to eat fresh peppers. Look over here.
You found another one? One turning.
It ain't turned all the way yet, but I'm about ready to pull these up. One and I's about sick of pepper.
There's one under there. Somewhere.
Oh, I see it. Look at there.
They hide, even though they're red.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. I know we're going to get to eat fresh stuff today. And then we come on down on this side of the greenhouse, making sure I ain't look back, make sure I ain't forget nothing.
These are starting to come out again.
These are the Freedom Blackberries.
Danny cut them all back.
Yep, I cut them back.
But look, you see the new growth everywhere?
They're starting to pop out, guys. It won't be long.
The dead leaves will fall off.
Dead leaves all come off. They'll be ready to go. We got some more of the Red Haven dwarf peach trees here. These two are doing extremely well. Miss Juana's banana pepper she cut off. Look at it.
Look at it. I mean,
the pepper in there.
And I picked about 5 or 6 banana peppers off of this a couple of days ago. And look at the blooms and the little peppers. And it's tiny and it's producing lots of peppers already. We don't need to plant no peppers. This one's going to do good.
We got more peppers than we know what to do with.
All right.
Of course, we have our apple trees here. Now we have 3 of these apple trees. This is a Fuji apple. It is a semi-dwarf. We were told if we keep it cut back, that it'll do fine in a greenhouse, in a container. So we shall see. This is all an experiment for us. We've got more of the Deep South Homestead potatoes here. Doing fantastic.
Again, the ones next to the wall are getting cold, but look how pretty they still are on this side that is. So we're hoping for some potatoes of some sort in this.
Yeah, we're supposed to be getting ready to plant potatoes here in the next few weeks, and here we are, still got potatoes growing. But now this is a mixture of our alliums here. We have our elephant garlics along the outside edges, and we have our onions, the Texas Legends, planted all in between it here.
Look at that garlic.
That elephant garlic's beautiful, isn't it?
It's getting there. It looks awesome.
Now these onions are on the northeast side of the greenhouse. So we're going to wait and see which ones does the best.
And then there's my asparagus.
It's all dyed
I've got to cut all this off, and it'll start popping out within the month. And look, the parsley down there. We thought we'd lost it because the asparagus was covering it all up, but look how pretty the parsley is.
It's coming back. We have our blueberry bush here. Now this is a dwarf blueberry. It is just now starting to try to bud back out. That's kind of early, but hey, it's in a greenhouse. We're happy. Our little dwarf banana trees are starting to pop back out from the ones we planted here the other day. Now the big one kind of took a little bite from the cold the other day, but It's not dead, so we're gonna wait and see if it just keeps growing. Oh me, it gets old, it gets hard to get down here. Oh, let's see here. We're gonna stay along the outside edge out here and we're gonna see if we can get some fresh carrots. Look at that.
What, about 3 to 4 inches long? 5?
It's about 4 or 5 inches long. We're gonna stick us a few fresh carrots in there. Oh, let's just.
And these beds are beautiful.
And we get it because we need to thin them out anyway. Look at that.
Wow, how big around.
Look at that.
How big around is that one?
That's probably 1.25 inches in diameter. We'll get us enough to eat here today and get these thinned out. Try to look for the bigger ones. We don't want to pull up the little ones. Now see, now there's what you'll run into. That top, all I could see was this much of it like that. And it looked like a huge carrot. But look at it. That's chicken food right there, because that's what happens when they're too thick. That's why you gotta go through here and take your time and see if you can get a few of these out of here. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's good to have some to eat fresh.
Wow. Look at that.
Look at that.
And these are the...
You talking about that ain't very big? I got long fingers and my fingers will barely reach around them.
That is a Corota.
Yeah, this is a Corota.
Look how pretty.
It's nice and slick. Now it'll be a lot prettier once we wash it off.
Yeah.
But
that's all right. We need fresh carrots.
yeah, we're gonna get us a few more
Your
here.
bucket's looking pretty.
Get that bucket of carrots and stuff. Look at this. Ooh, we're gonna pull another one right here. Let's see.
Wow.
Not very long, but you know what?
They're ready to be harvested, though.
Look at that.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
That means our carrots are getting ready to be harvested.
It won't be long till it's time to.
Because they're not going to grow much longer. They're just growing bigger around, right?
Yeah, they're getting.
Because they're Corotas. They're not a long carrot.
They're not a very long carrot. I'm just trying to go through here because they got to be thinned out. Yeah, we just want a few to eat fresh. And we try to do this every so often because there's no need in opening a jar of carrots when you can come out here and eat a fresh one.
Wow. Look at that.
Look at that.
That's pretty.
It's pretty.
So if you just come every day for a few weeks and get 4, 5, 6 carrots for us, that's all it takes. Look how many carrots. This is just one bed.
It's just one bed.
Wow. Whew.
These are perfect for
us.
This is perfect for us to eat right here. I mean, the thing is probably 5 inches long. I mean, they're nice sized little carrots.
All right, so this bed is how long?
16 foot.
16 feet. And how long's the other one?
16 foot.
And then this one is 16 foot. Now this one took a little bit more cold. The house protects that one, but this one is getting all the wind from coming this way. But both beds are Corotas.
Okay, we pulled up this one. Look at how nice it is, but you see all these white hairs, roots? That tells us that, let me get some of the dirt off of it. That right there tells me they've reached their peak, and if we keep leaving them sitting in here, they're past their prime. So we're gonna have to do a little carrot digging here before long. All right, now this bed was planted like 2 weeks later than the other bed was, and this bed is not nowhere near. It's not nowhere near ready. They're still. We didn't get to thin this one like we did the other one. They're still pretty thick. This one's gonna be our. I'll pull one here and just show you.
It's good size.
They're still okay, but they're not quite like the other ones are.
But that's still a good carrot.
It's still a good carrot. But these need to really be thinned out a lot more. And the little ones eat for salads and stuff like that, because there's tons of small ones in here. I'm sitting here looking at. I'm gonna pull one. I'll show you. There's lots and lots of them in here, like this right here, that just need to be pulled out and eating salads and stuff like that. There's no sense going buying baby carrots when you got a whole bed full of them here, you know. But yeah, I'm looking in here. A lot of these got a long way to go.
So this bed can wait for another
This bed's
2 or
probably
3
good
weeks.
for, it's good for another month or so.
Good.
Yeah, so we don't have them all on us all at once. I think that's what we decided when we planted them, was not to have all of our carrots coming in at one time. Because last year we got overwhelmed. We had like 200 jars of carrots in a week, and that was too much.
Okay guys, we're in my greenhouse and it's a little warmer in my greenhouse for whatever reason. Right now my vents don't open or anything like that. We've got mine shut up as far as sealed on the doors, things like that. And look at this. Y'all see this? These are my English peas. I've already picked quite a few, and look at this. These are almost ready. They're getting there, but look how they're hanging. Look at this. Everywhere. Look at the blooms. So I come through and I shake it, and I see one here. There's lots of them that are ready. So we're fixing to be picking English peas. These things are so sweet. My hands are so cold. I don't even know. You see how red? Look at that. You want one?
No, I'll pull one here in a minute. But I'm
These
just sitting here.
Look. I mean, beautiful, full-size English peas. That is awesome. In January, when we won't be planting for another couple of weeks.
Look at this. I mean, just look at how many blooms.
Look at the blooms.
Look right here. Look at all the.
Look.
Look at that. They're
That
just.
one's getting there.
They're hanging everywhere.
I'm just amazed at the English peas in my greenhouse. This is awesome.
Look at this. I mean, they're just all over the place, and
And
I mean,
they just go crazy because they got taller than what Danny put up with the.
oh, they would go. They were 8 feet tall, and they just fell
Yeah,
over.
they just fell over. I mean, you see how they're hanging down? There's not much I can do and not break them.
The best is don't touch them. Just
And
let
look.
them hang.
There's one, Papa, if you wanted one.
That. Look at that. That's a fine English pea right there.
I mean,
now, there's
fat and
another
pretty.
right behind it, right up in there. Yeah, we got to stop and pick English peas.
We're going to be picking these to add to Danny's bucket. But, y'all, I'm totally amazed at this. I love my greenhouse. If nothing else, this is one of the prettiest sights I've
Look at
ever
this
seen.
English pea
Plus,
right
we
here.
get to eat.
This English pea right here is almost to the pipe, 8 foot.
And if something don't happen and it fall over, it might reach my pipe.
It might reach the
But
pipe.
look at the blooms.
They're everywhere.
It is awesome. I just love it.
If all these, I mean, like right in here behind this, there's a pea right up in there. Look at that, right up in there.
I know, we got to pick. Woo. Y'all
And look down through here. I mean, I'm just showing you guys.
look at them.
Look at, they're just hanging by the hundreds.
If these all make, we will have quite a few English peas.
I mean, they're everywhere. And y'all, we talk about our onions. What about our onions down there?
Oh, yeah. Danny's onions are doing okay. They're not as pretty as in his greenhouse, but
No.
they don't get the light, I guess.
Yeah, the English peas are kind of shading them out, but they're still doing okay.
The English peas are taking some of their nutrition, I'm sure. But once the English peas come out, probably in about 3 weeks at least, the English peas will probably be done. English peas don't last long. Okay,
All right.
so here are the other onions.
These are
These
the
are
onions.
on the, what is this?
Northeast side.
Northeast. These are doing better. My chives, these are onion chives, are doing really well here. I come out and snip some off and on. I planted in this area down here, I've planted stuff. Nothing is coming up yet.
Too
I
cold.
think I see right here the kale is starting.
Yep, the kale's starting right
Kale's
there.
starting, but the cucumbers aren't. The Malabar hasn't. None of the, these are Blue Lake green beans haven't started yet. But look at this. The radishes have started coming up because they're a cool weather crop.
Yeah, they're a cool
They're
weather
coming
crop.
up.
They're all coming up good.
This tomato plant's got to go. It's got a few tomatoes.
It's got a few tomatoes. It ain't died yet.
It hadn't totally died, but it's on this side and it gets
It's on the
cold.
north side where it gets so cold.
And then I cut all the okra back. I mean, you see, I've cut it all back. I took all the seeds off, so we're saving some seeds. but it's still green, it's still pretty, and we're hoping to just save these 2 plants and let them just continue to grow this year. My house plants are doing reasonable. On this side, this tomato plant still has a lot of tomatoes on it. We took several inside. I actually had a tomato sandwich and Danny had a slice of tomato last night. So I'll probably take the rest of these off, pull this up, but look at the Egyptian walking onions. Isn't that beautiful? They're gorgeous. These are my potatoes. These were fingerlings, and look how pretty. They're not hardly dying on the back. I've got very little death on the back of them. They're all pulling to the front and they're salvaging. Look at my kale. It's coming out. We harvested a lot of kale off of it and it's starting to come back out. We'll harvest the fingerlings in 2 or 3 weeks.
I can't help but look down behind you at the white on the English peas down
I know,
through
isn't
here.
that gorgeous?
It looks like snow.
It looks like snow in my greenhouse.
I mean, there's so much. I mean, it literally.
Beautiful.
I don't think I've ever seen English peas bloom like that. I mean, it's like snow.
They're awesome.
There is so many blooms.
And then this side right here, I planted the red green beans. They're supposed to turn red so you can see when to pick them. And they haven't come up yet. It's only been a few days. And we're going to see how they do.
But the onions on this side seem to be...
Maybe a little better.
They're doing a little bit better on the north side.
Yeah, because they're protected from the everything, I guess. These English peas are good. This is a good snack.
I'm telling you, I'm looking at how many of them's ready. There's a lot of them ready. So we got to pick.
Guys, we're going to pick the English peas. And these are a good snack. It's almost snack time for me. These taste delicious. This is just part of the first part of the morning. And it ain't even 9 o'clock yet.